Do a little whittle talk. Haven't done one in a while. Really haven't had much to say, to be honest with you. Probably don't today. But I thought maybe I'd do another one. You know, I did a video a couple of days ago about making a market wallet, and I had mentioned in the video that my mother had become a seamstress back when I was a kid to support the family, because my dad had gotten hurt on the job, and he was a timber faller. And back then, I mean, you didn't have the programs that you have now, or government or anything else, and so she had to learn a skill quick and provide for the family. I think she started out, this was early 70s time frame, and so she had been sewing her whole life, but I mean, it's just making things, and not really a professional seamstress, where they go in and they tear suits apart and adjust the sizes and things like that. And I'm talking, at the time, $300 and $400 suits, and back then that was a very expensive suit. And so that's she pretty much taught herself how to do it with just a little bit of common knowledge and talent. And it got me to thinking. I had a conversation with Scott, and I'm sorry, Scott, I don't remember your last name, but with Scott on the channel, and he had said that his parents had done something similar. His mother had taken in washing and ironing and things like that to help support the family too during a time of crisis. And I'm sure there's many other stories out there along those lines. But it got me to thinking, I wonder today how many young people, young families would be able to do that. Would be able to, if there was no government assistance, if there was, you were pretty much on your own like we were back then. I think they had a food stamp program, but we weren't eligible. It's just amazing. We wasn't eligible to get it, and she was making, I think the first job she had, she was making less than $1 an hour. I mean, it was just, and how we paid a mortgage and a car note and all this other stuff, and the utilities, and put food on the table, is just a miracle in itself. But I wonder how many people would have the fortitude and the skill set and the drive to take on something like that. Nowadays, I mean, so often we rely on someone else when the skills lie within ourselves. And so I just wanted to have a little talk, a little food for thought, and talk about that and get you guys to thinking. If there was a crisis, if you got hurt, or if one of your spouse got hurt, the breadwinner of the family, in other words, would you be able to survive without government assistance? Would there be a skill that you had that you could learn, or a talent that you had, a hobby that you could learn to help provide for your family? Now me, I started making knives, and it's I mean, I'm not getting rich, but I mean, it's helping pay the bills. So think about that. I mean, if you don't have something to fall back on, a skill set, then it may be a good idea to get one, because you never know. I mean, life happens. Things happen to test us, and it's always best if we're prepared, at least thinking about it. So, and the threat is very real, people. I mean, ISIS has already threatened the United States, and people are saying it's no big deal. They don't have the abilities, the capabilities. That's what they said about Al-Qaeda, you know. So I think we need to take these threats seriously. instead of blowing them off. The Ebola, they're saying it's no big deal. They can get it cured, and it's not going to spread in the United States and all this other stuff. That's what they said about swine flu, and it killed thousands. And I think we need to take what the media tells us with a grain of salt and be prepared for the worst. Hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. That is my motto. I don't trust what I hear and what I read, good or bad. Kind of stay in the middle. Don't get too excited about anything. Don't get upset about anything. Just kind of stay in the middle, and somehow things work out if you're prepared and your mental attitude and your mental strength is there. And I think that is one of the keys, is to be mentally prepared for anything. Have a backup plan, and that's a lot to do. That if you have a backup plan, then you're more comfortable when things like this happens. You don't panic, and so you keep your head. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I hope it's got you to thinking, and think about those skill sets that you have, the hobbies. Could your hobbies turn into, like mine did, turn into a secondary income if the need arised? And I didn't have a lot of money to get into this. I bought a $30 belt sander from Harbor Freight, one of those little 1-inch by I think 32 or 30-inch or whatever it is, the little small belt sanders, and that's how I started. Built a fire in the backyard with a hairdryer. I mean, building knives and doing things don't take a lot of money. It just takes a little bit of thought. So anyway, enough of me rambling. Hope you got enough out of this, and just little Whittle talk, folks. And I hope it got you to thinking. And get it in your backyard. Whittle on a stick. It's cool. Had some storms come in last night and kind of cool things off. I think that it's only supposed to get up to 100 a day. Wow, man. Time to bring out the jackets and sweaters. Heat index has been over 110 here. Man, it's been brutal. But anyway, get in your backyard, go Whittle on a stick. If you do, take plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you on the next one.